All right, are you looking at my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen. Thanks, Ben.
Awesome. All right, whenever you're ready, let's start.
Okay, well, let's start then. Hi, everyone. From wherever in the world you're joining us, I would like to wish you all a good morning, a good afternoon, or a good evening. And with great joy, I can say that we've officially completed QC Hack 2022. A very big congratulations to everyone who participated. You have helped us make this quantum collation a huge success. We have all had an amazing week of learning and networking and are amazed by your final presentations, submissions, and messages that each of you have been posting on Twitch, Discord, Instagram, and on Zoom. It has been a very enlightening week for all of us at QC Hack. Thank you so much.
So we were really happy with the broad audience that we were able to reach with this event and really contributed toward our goal of creating a community which is diverse and multifaceted. We had 1,000 registrations. We had over 500 active members of the Discord. Over 60 projects were submitted. And we had a total of 15 hours of content that anybody will be able to go back and view and will be posted to our YouTube channel shortly after this. But beyond that, we had people from many different backgrounds, most prominently from math, physics, engineering, computer science, and chemistry. Sorry that these got cut off down there. And from 33 countries. We also had a wide levels of experience. So one thing I noticed was that teams didn't necessarily all have the same experience level, and it affected how you collaborated and how you split up the work, which was phenomenal for me to see. We had, and I would like to shout out specifically people who came to this event knowing very little about quantum computing, because those are the people who really took advantage of the bootcamp week and used this as an opportunity to learn something new.
So we kind of started our bootcamp on April 4 with the opening address and followed up with a tutorial on the basics of quantum computing and quantum programming by Microsoft Quantum Development Kit and Azure Quantum. The participants kind of learned how to write their first quantum program. This was for most of them who actually never coded in quantum. And then next we had the back to school chats hosted by Atom Computing. So then on day 2 onwards, we had our first social mixer where participants got an opportunity to interact with one another. There was learning and sharing of ideas. Then next we had the Microsoft Azure Quantum Platform, the tutorial that kind of showed the next generation solution for connecting hardware backends from multiple providers with software and optimization tools to a single cloud service. And then on day 3, it was kind of packed with a lot of events. We had a roundtable discussion with representatives to learn about the direction their innovative work was taking them in their field, as well as their thoughts about the societal impacts of quantum technologies. This was then followed up by a tutorial on Qiskit, IBM's quantum premier open source quantum SDK, which provides users an easy way to interact with backends from high-level application modules to low-level pulses, which was later followed up by our second social mixer.
Day 4 was also a packed day, as is a theme with this hackathon and this bootcamp week. First, we had our introduction to Amazon Bracket, which was my first time using the Bracket service, but definitely won't be my last. Then we had the career mentoring coffee hours, which was an amazing opportunity for us to grow personally and professionally by connecting with professionals in the industry that many of us hope to work in. And then lastly, we had a great presentation from Quantinuum about their TCAT optimization software and the Quantinuum platform as a whole, a very exciting new effort. On day 5 of the bootcamp, we began with a presentation that was a collaboration between QBraid and the Duality Quantum Startup Accelerator to bring us the How to Found a Quantum Startup event. Now, I don't know very much about startups. I know arguably a little bit about physics. And so it was amazing for me to get to hear from the experiences of these people, many of whom had come from the same field that I'm studying right now, into the world of creating a startup. And then following that, Wyatt and Richard hosted the Journeys in QC Roundtable, where some of our amazing career mentors got to talk about the diverse trajectories that have led them into the field of quantum computing. On day 5 of the bootcamp, the second part of day 5, because this was such a packed day on Friday, Fermilab was kind enough to host a virtual tour of their lab and their campus. That was an amazing event for me, especially because of the camaraderie I saw in between the scientists who were presenting. I felt absolutely inspired, and I came out of this event excited to study and excited to continue pursuing this career. Following that, we had QBraid hosted the Introduction to QBraid Lab, where we got a glimpse at the inner workings and how to solve problems using QBraid's very unique platform agnostic service that seeks to connect users with other services and hardware backends. Then lastly, the main event and the eponymous event of QC Hack 2022, the hackathon. We opened with a pre-hacking address, and then we were off. And from there, our mentors were on the Discord, and we were working hard to solve these challenges over the next 24 hours. Then following the hackathon, we had a great round of hackathon presentations. Let me just say, I'm so impressed because not only were you able to find an innovative solution to this problem and come up with a project that responded well to the challenge, but you were also able to put together some amazing and comprehensive presentations in the short time frame you were allotted. So kudos, that was incredible.
So now a big round of applause to all our participants for joining us via Twitch chat, the Discord channel, Instagram, and on Zoom. We really appreciate all the conversations and the messages that you have been sending us. Thank you so much. And then we would like to thank our sponsors, IBM Quantum, Microsoft Azure Quantum, and Amazon AWS for being our main partners in this event, as well as QBraid, QTech, the Unitary Fund, and Atom Computing for making this event possible through their sponsorship.
I would also like to send a special thanks to our mentors for being absolutely the glue of this event, between your attending the roundtables, attending the coffee hours, speaking to us constantly, and providing almost near constant support on the Discord over the hacking period. This event absolutely would not have been what it is without your support. So specifically, I'd like to thank Juan Moreno, Ricky Young, Brian Ingmanson, Brian Hill, Maria Mikhailova, Jake Maliaros, Saravana Kumar, Dr. Wojciech Kozlowski, Ryan LaRose, Lishuai Shu, James Daniel Whitfield, Catherine Hyatt, Chiquina Allen, Sam Carney, Tyler Takashita, Dr. Matthias Sirkin, Jordan Sullivan, Huang Van Do, Stephen Jordan, Antonio Mezzacapo, Kaylin Ferris, Abby Mitchell, and Martin Suchara for their wonderful contribution to this event. And beyond that, all of the people whose time went into organizing this event, whether they were speaking at the panels or working behind the scenes. Thank you so much.
So now we all know that no event can ever be successful if it is not backed up with a powerful leadership. So now this leadership team of QC Hack comprises of students from Yale University, Stanford University, and University of California, Berkeley, who are actually full-time students. And that's like a huge commitment. So as a co-director of QC Hack, I would like to thank the Quantum Collation team of Yale University starting first. My biggest thanks goes to Ben, the co-director of QC Hack, alongside me, for being an amazing leader. You know, to be really frank, without his continuous support, we would not be able to pull off a successful QC Hack event while trying to balance academics. The dedication and commitment that he has shown has inspired me as well as the entire team. Additionally, I would also like to thank Richard Lee, the technical director, Wat Kramer, the partnerships director, Sarah Penze, the Discord manager, Rome Thornstone, the website and design head, and lastly, Nikhil Harley, the QC Hacks advisor. Thank you, Quantum Computing team of Yale University, for all that you have done. I really appreciate it.
And from the Stanford side of things, we have Marianne Benny Fernandez, who I would also like to extend an amazing thank you to her. She was critical in this event, and we had an amazing co-leadership dynamic, as she had a lot of skills that I lacked, as far as organizing, posting on social media, and writing these introductory address scripts. I really benefited and learned from her contribution to this event. In addition, from Stanford, we also have Yale Wang, who did a ton of work on the partnerships team. Peter Chaitan, who was one of our advisors, and Nazla Ogur Koliolu, who was also an advisor and the president of Stanford's at SQCA. And then from Berkeley, I'd like to thank Jyoti Rani, who is our community chair. She was largely responsible for organizing the social events and making sure they ran smoothly. In addition to keeping up our social media accounts, thank you, Jyoti. And Victor Lee, who also worked on outreach. He was absolutely instrumental in getting the word out to so many of you. Odds are, if you're here, you probably heard about it from Victor. So thank you so much. Now, so what are the next steps for the Quantum Coalition? We opened this kind of talking about what our goals were with this kind of unique organization that we have here. And now we'd like to share some brief plans about how we plan to strengthen the quantum community going forward. So firstly, we plan to try and publish a guide and resources for starting your own quantum computing clubs, which we want to encourage that everybody does at your institution. Join one if there is one, or make one if it doesn't have one. And we would like to help provide resources to make that possible on top of busy academic schedules. In addition, we are planning to host a speaker series. This event has been amazing, talking to so many people, so many professionals who are making active contributions in the field, and we want to hear from all of them in the future. So look out on the Quantum Coalition website for lists of events and links to future Zoom meetings where you can hear some of these people give talks on some more detailed concepts. And lastly, we'd like to support the quantum community by trying to run community projects. So if you are a member of the Quantum Coalition, there will be opportunities for you to start projects and find like-minded people who want to build the same skills that you do. So on that note, please reach out to us if you are a member of a quantum club already and you'd like to begin participating in the Quantum Coalition going forward. And lastly, this is what you've probably been waiting for, is the judging and the swag. So the winners will be announced Friday, the 15th at 2 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for your patience. It's immensely helpful for us to be able to spend a lot of time, and for our sponsors to be able to thoroughly go over each of your submissions and the hard work you put in. So look out for an announcement on the Discord and an email that goes out to everybody. And in addition, if you're a winner, you'll be contacted directly. And then for the swag, if you submitted a challenge, you are automatically eligible for swag. There's no judging requirement that goes into that. So we will send out a form this week where you can fill out address and shipping information so that we can ship your QC Hack 2022 t-shirt in addition to a QC Hack gift basket. And that concludes this address. Thank you all. I can't begin to speak right now to the amazing experience this has been as an organizer, to get to learn new skills, to speak to people, and really to orient myself with respect to this field in a very radical way. I really appreciate your time. I appreciate all the contributions you have made to this event and to this community. Marianne?
Yes, thank you so much, everybody. It has been amazing. It's been an amazing journey. Thank you so much.